how to run a business as an introvert. In their own minds, introverts do not exist in their own minds. At least, that's how they behave. And that's what the world thinks of them. But beneath the veil and all the shyness, there's a natural ability to make critical decisions and solve problems, which is what entrepreneurship comes down to. Today's video looks at exactly how to run a business as an introvert. The average introvert has a lot of undiscovered natural talents that can come in handy with respect to run a business, especially on how to leverage the powers of the mind and your strengths as an introvert in general. In today's video, we'll tell you how to bring all those skills and other tips to help you successfully run a business as an introvert. Let's roll. Be ready for the challenge. Entrepreneurship's topsy-turvy hustle and bustle nature doesn't necessarily inure to the advantage of the reserved, soft, and gentle character of the introvert. Indeed, as much as running a business involves leadership and skill, it is also a psychological game that requires a lot of mental fortitude, particularly due to the sheer number of hurdles an entrepreneur must overcome to be successful. You can ask Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, or Elon Musk, or any other introverted successful business magnate you know. Thankfully, like the Bill Gates and the Warren Buffetts of this world, every introvert out there has an unrelenting perseverance that may be dormant but is always ready to be unleashed. The key to evoking this perseverance is to get psyched up mentally whenever a challenge pops up. You must be ready to break bones literally. Reassure yourself, you can do it, plan and plan again. What is it they say about planning? That a goal without a plan is just a wish. That if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You can hop in the comments if you also know more popular sayings about planning. All your sayings are likely to be true in fairness. What is also true is that planning is very essential in every aspect of life, more so when it comes to running a business. The most rallying quote on planning perhaps came from Napoleon Hill, when he said, "Plan your work and work your plan." Interestingly, introverts have a knack for being experts at long-term planning. They are visionaries, not so much for short-term planning, however. I'll tell you why in a bit, but before I do, kindly subscribe to this channel to keep in touch with all the latest tips on INFJ careers and INFJ career matches, so you don't miss a thing. Now back to the introvert. Their inattentiveness to the need for short-term plans is normally as a result their obsession for the end goal, and how they are always eager to prove themselves for one reason or the other. Well, running a business requires every type of planning and a constant review of every plan as and when. Take note if you're an introvert. Keep listening. Introverts are deeply independent people, and they may not always want to invade their privacy. The great misconception is that introverts are snobbish or rude, but that's extremely rare and almost completely untrue. Introverts just want to be alone half the time. That said, introverts are great listeners. While they pick up useful abstract information, such as thoughts and feelings around them, they'd also make themselves readily approachable for advice. And that's a great quality to have, especially when it comes to running a business. Every bit of information is essential to running a successful business, especially from the people you work with, including your customers, even your competitors. As an introvert, you need to keep listening because listening is learning, and learning helps your organization grow as a whole. On the issue of learning, kindly watch our video on the top 5 tips for INFJ entrepreneurs who want to start a business. I'm sure you'll learn a thing or two. Measure your expectations. An introvert practically lives under the shadows, but innately, they crave attention as much. This means that they sometimes set unbelievably irrational expectations of themselves in order to meet that target. As an introvert, it can be dangerous if you're running a business. Setting extremely high expectations means that you're likely to work yourself and your employees to the ground. Know what's worse? You are most likely not even going to meet those expectations. Renowned American psychologist Albert Ellis put it best when he said, "If something is irrational, that means it won't work. It's usually unrealistic." Enough said, play to your strengths. When you think about it, introverts have pretty useful qualities that can make them excellent entrepreneurs. Running a business requires solving problems and making critical decisions, and introverts have these two qualities in droves. Introverts also make great leaders, primarily because of their calm and attentive nature. Nevertheless, The most important thing for introverts who run a business is that they are assertive in bringing all their qualities as introverts to the fore. And perhaps the biggest ability of introverts is their creativity, due to the amount of time they spend alone. Creativity connotes outside-the-box thinking, which is essential in getting past the plenty of problems running a business brings. Reach out. Running a business can be unforgiving, not only for the introvert, but the extrovert as well. However, the truth is the introvert may not handle the unforgiving nature of running a business as well as the extrovert. It's not necessarily a negative. The most important thing is to come out of such difficult phases whenever they happen as strong as ever. The best solution is to reach out to the people you trust. Always remember that reassurance is better when it comes from other people. Your mind, body, and soul need to be sharp every time as an entrepreneur, especially as an introvert. Remember, it's never a shame to ask for help. That's all for today. Folks, I do hope you enjoyed today's video. If you know an introvert, share this video with them. They'll find it very helpful. Thanks for watching.